Yes. Okay. So day 3, we are going to be talking about themes in Shopify and what happened to it. Where did it go? And now I'm going to share, and then you guys have got to tell me whether you see it, because I have 2 windows open. Okay, here it is. Okay, go to share and Google Chrome. There we are. And I won't move it away so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Right. So everybody has updated their themes in Shopify. So just to, I'm sending this out to other people as well that are starting their stores. So to reiterate, the default theme in Shopify is amazing. It used to be really, really bad, not as updated as it is now. And normally they have Dawn in, and you can pick anything you want to. But for me, it's a theme. It gives me everything that I need. And so things have changed in themes. We were used to having everything on the side here. I have no idea if this was here, and this was at the bottom and at the top. So things have moved. So this here is your sections. So if you're looking at your homepage, which comes up first, all these sections, let me open a new one. I've actually got Kelly's, I've got my kids love life. I love that domain name. Pinched it from somebody. Okay, so my kids love life. And so this might happen. I don't think it'll happen to you guys, because we've already updated your themes. If your theme is not a 2.0, which I think it is, then you will get a blank theme. Your old theme will not convert to the new theme. So as I said, you'll get a blank theme. But as I'm doing here, you see here, so this is the old theme. I'm updating this theme. So what I'm doing is I'm literally grabbing things from the old theme and importing it to the new theme. And I prefer the new theme because there's so many more possibilities. So this is your theme. And when you open it up, you will get some suggestions, which, Shopify loves giving suggestions. Whether you use them or not doesn't matter, right? So anyway, I just wanted to see if that opens up. So then when we're looking here, you'll have the announcement bar, which is important, which is the one at the top here. You can add another announcement bar, which I wouldn't recommend. If you had 2 sentences, maybe, right? But it pushes everything down, which is not a good recommendation. This is always a good way to, I don't know if it does keep people's attention, but what I like, it actually pushes down this part a little bit, and you can put something in there with a link that goes to shipping specials or whatever. You never know where people are looking, right? And then you have the header, which is this part. Your header is your logo and your menu. I didn't know it was here on the side. And then you on this side, you're going to add everything that's available to you on the left-hand side. So on the right-hand side is your editing. And they keep moving the stuff around, as you guys know. So also what's new is you can have different backgrounds to your store. So if you look at, what am I doing here? The header, right? We have different accents, and I'll show you how to add that. So you could change your headers to Christmassy, or this is inverse, this is black. Oops, now what was it? Okay. But then if you don't have your logo as a PNG, which then will look really odd. So when you're looking at your theme settings, here are the theme settings. Remember, it used to be here at the bottom. Now we don't have anything at the bottom. This is now your theme settings. Your theme settings are part of your typography, your colors, and everything else that is special. So look at all these things that they've got now. You can do a little bit about your layout, your buttons, variables, whatever they are. I think they are those little pop-ups on when you put options in. Inputs, you can make your inputs, which is your inputs are these things. Where's my newsletter? Oh, these things, right? Your inputs, that's your input box. So you can change them. You have cards, which I have no idea where these cards are actually. Content containers, your media. And I don't mess around too much with this unless you want to get really fancy. I would leave this alone in the beginning until you can play around with it. And then we have your drop downs, also what you can do with them, your drawers, which is on the side, your badges, which are these your share buttons, that you have on your product page. Let's see here, search behavior. Let's go to social media. Social media, you can add all this in. If you've added it to the brand, remember the brand in settings. If you've added it to your brand, it will automatically be added to your website, I think. As I said, new stuff. So we all have to see what happens. Okay. Your social media. And so if you have, actually, you know what? Let me look at, while I've got her open, what is different? Because so you see here with a paid theme, you only get what they give you. You don't get as many as what Shopify, but really these things you don't really need. Icons, you get different icons. Social media, search behavior, favicon, right? Favicon is your little thing here at the top when you open your website, this little thing here. So that should be as clear as possible. Let me see. Let's see what Donna has. Favicon. Yeah. So I'm sure they're going to move the favicon to the brand area. But anyway, this is Donna's favicon. It's just a little puzzle. Make it as simple as possible. Your checkout, you can, that still stays the same. You can change your accents and your colors in there. And then we have custom CSS, which is new since 2 days ago. Add custom style to your entire online store. So if you change things, no, never mind, you guys are not going to do that. All right. So let's go back to
that was short. You have to do
Seriously.
that. Okay.
No, I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Okay, let's start with this little button here. This little button, you see this deactivate your inspector. That's also new. So when it's on, you can see it highlights the actual boxes in your theme. But what it also does, it will add, come on. It adds this little thing here, so you can hide it here, you can delete it here, and you can move it to the next position. But I like to control things here because this could get really messy, right? So I like to grab things here, and so you can grab it when that little hand shows, you can move it around. So if we are looking at, I don't mind messing this up. I'm not going to mess up Donna's. So when we're looking at this, I can literally grab, so I've changed this actually, grab this and pull it somewhere else, right? So you just keep your finger on it. So when you see that little hand, you click down on it and then, ooh, it actually does that, which I didn't realize. Then you move it down wherever you want it. So it actually shows you, what? That's new. That's new as well. It actually shows you where you're actually going to put that box. What you can also do is, you see this little button here, you can actually add a section on here as well. So it really, they've added so many cool things for you to make it as easy as possible to add new sections. So you don't have to go here right to the bottom to look for your section like we normally did. You can actually do it here in the editor. But this little thing has to be activated. So if I'm taking it off, you can see nothing happens, right? So I like to activate it, because also when I'm in here, it immediately highlights what I'm changing and where it is. So those little tips will help you when you're designing your template, right? And each template, this is the free template. Each template will add, for instance, you can add more blocks to or not. So this is a block and this is a section. Believe me, it's not very easy to actually explain this in a book, because there are theme sections, and then these are main sections, and then we have these sections, and it's just like theme settings, right? Theme settings, but these are sections. So very confusing. But anyway, so let's start at the top. Your image banner, you see how everything is separated now. Your image, your text on the side. Let's see here. Let me see. I'm just popping in here. Okay, Donna actually has her text in her banner. All right, let's see here. So with this here, I've got my text in my banner. Let's see at the top. Image with text overlay. No, it doesn't show me. Interesting. So again, if you have a paid theme, it's different to what it is when you have a free theme. So you always just have to look, okay, what are they adding here? I mean, here you already got it in here. If it's a free theme, then things seem to be just a little bit different, right? So you can add some stuff, you can add some, that's pretty cool. And then, the descriptions are on this side is the main description, which is this description goes on the side, and you go from here to here, which is very confusing, right? So when you have a paid theme, let's have a look at the paid theme again. Max overlay, you put everything on the side. So they kept things pretty much the same as what it used to be. So you got your link in here. You can grab your link on the side to a page, which I'm not going to do right here. Let me see if I can do it on mine. I'll be hopping from different themes, but I just want to show you the different types of things you can do and you cannot do. So on this one, I've got a image text overlay. I've added my image in here, and then I've added my heading. I've added nothing in the text. I didn't want to add anything to text, otherwise I've got some text in the print. I've got my text position. I can have my opacity, right? Make it bright. Because my text is white, I make my image a little bit darker. And then my button says this, and here I actually connect to I think I connect to my product page. And I'll show you what I've done with my product page, which is fabulous. And then obviously you also have different styles of buttons that you can add to your store as well. So again, every theme is different. So you got to have a look at what is your theme doing, what is it adding, what is it not adding. But most of the time you add stuff on the side here, and you add some information. Again, it's you click in here, you go onto the side, and it'll actually give you options to make it bigger, don't make it too big. And always, 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 you see here what I've done, maybe wrong, but when you check your mobile, when you're adding your like Donna's added her text in her, no, this is actually extra. Oh, Donna, very good. Okay, this is extra, but always check what it looks like when you're looking at it in a mobile, because remember, people look at your stuff 90% in mobile, if not more, right? before they come to your store. So always check what it looks like, and then also check what it looks like full screen, because you want, obviously every screen is different, but have a look at, hey, you know, if things are popping out that are not working. Where am I? Right, let's get into some fun stuff. So now we have the home page. This is our home page. We can add whatever we want. Donna's added some logos, which is very good where she's at. She's added some rich text, which means just some information here. She could have also added a page that is connected to her, that she can connect to her theme, which is a little bit different. I'm thinking where I've added a page. And that's most of the time when I've been working in these stores, I've just added a page. No, I've done the same, rich text. No pages, not on this one. But if you look at my old, this is a page, right? So you can literally have a page that you add. See this page here, or is this page here? Sorry, this page here. And so when you look at the page, I've just added enough information on that page to add to my theme. You don't need to do that anymore. You can literally just add your information with a rich text, right? You can, as Donna has done. I've added this page because I've got like 5 columns of testimonials. I didn't like the way the testimonials looked. I've got the logos here. So if you see, Donna's added 2 sections of information on her page. It all adds to the SEO of your page, right? It all adds to the SEO of the page. So yes, well, I can't hear you.
Okay. Unmuted it. All right. Hi, good morning. All right, the resizing issue of the banner on the home page.
Yes.
Okay, you said check the, 90% of the consumers look at your page through the mobile side first.
Yes.
So how do you resize it if it's not fitting properly? How do you resize the banner?
So the banner resizes itself, right? Because it's in the template. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is add an image in there. You see how it's taken it from that image? It's taken my text here at the bottom. It's always better to add text rather than adding it to the banner. Because why? Remember, the Google bots can't read your text on your page, right? And I just added this because I was a bit lazy, but anyway, so to add it, rather add it to your page, because the bots can read it, and when it goes down, you see, you see how the image doesn't look proper on the mobile. That's bad, right? Because it looks
I'm
like
having that
floppy.
issue.
Yes.
Right.
So don't put the text on your banner. Keep it off your banner, right? Because your template will actually move things around. Do you see how I put here 5? No, that's a actual title. Anyway, so yeah, don't. So with Donna used to do that as well, but now what she's using is she's using, let's see what she uses here, is the image with text, right? So you can either have a complete big text overlay and put your text on top, but what she's chosen is, and I think Kelly does the same thing, has the text on this, has the image on the side and the text here, right? So it looks like a banner. It does look like a banner, right? So it looks really cool. So yeah, so play around with it, but mostly keep the text written, not on your image, because when it goes down to mobile, it doesn't look good, right?
Veronica, look at mine, and you'll get a good example of what doesn't look good right now on mobile. I think this might help all of us.
Okay. Let me open yours as well. I need to
Because
close some
it
of them down.
looks, certain parts look good and others don't, and the banner,
Yes.
the announcement banner does not
Yes.
look right. You'll see what I'm talking about.
So if you have this, say for, okay, so check it on mobile. No.
See how
this
it
is
cuts, see how it cuts off the top? Go all the way up. See how that's cut off there?
Oh, yeah. You see, then you have too much text in there. So you've
Just,
got to
just
check,
reduce the text.
just reduce the text, because it
Mm.
should only be a one-line text, right?
Okay, doing that now.
Okay, and then
Now check it out.
exactly. So again, people are shopping and checking your stuff out on their mobile because they see your social, they click on it, they go to your website, they're still on their mobile, right? They might go to the device, but as Donna and I were checking on her, you can see it in Insights, right? When you go to, let me go out here. Stay, leave page. When you go out into your analytics and your reports, right? You will see reports, analytics. You will see here session. Okay, so desktop, mobile. So you'll actually see the session by desktops and mobile. So it's 10% down, mobile is 50% up. People are watching things on their mobile. So have a look at that, because even with the little traffic that you have, if you have, not as much traffic as what you think you have, this will tell you, hey, actually, oh, look at that. Somebody watched me from TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. TikTok, hey? Ooh. Okay, so let's go into back into here. So grab an image, and the image.
Question.
Let me see here. Let me grab an image, text overlay. Normally, image banner, it will tell you what your image size should be. Because what happens is it sometimes gets squished up in the image. So look at this here. So I've added this image, and it's this is also parallax, which actually moves it up and down. But the image is a lot wider than what it gives me access to, right? And the way to get around that is to see how the image is a little bit more square than long. So what I do is I test my images out. So I create my images on Canva, and I create like a 1600 pixel by 600 pixel. That's where I start Canva for my banners. And then I adjust, because if you have Canva, it's easy to adjust. So, okay, let me see if I've got a banner up here. Banner, right? Banner.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes, ma'am.
You were talking about mobile versus desktop.
Yes.
In these themes, is it possible to take stuff out of your mobile and have a different look to your desktop and your mobile? Because the mobile everything is really long till you get to your product.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you
I
can't
know.
do it.
No. I mean, I've even seen with high-end themes, it is a balance, because remember that people are shopping from, and so in the code, we have different sizes that we put in as coders, but you can't, it's impossible to put everything. So we have like 5 or 6 sizes, I think. And even mobiles are all different sizes, right? So so you can't change everything differently.
Well, can you delete some of the text? So if you see my banner, that's fine.
Mhm.
But that on mobile just kind of stretches forever. So could I take out the next section that says custom puzzles are fun?
No.
So whatever's on desktop, you're stuck with on mobile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Again, it's a balance, right? It's a balance of what we're doing, what's important. So maybe sticking, and here you've got, this is your message, so people will click through. This is what I'm saying, is use, when you're posting into social, then post intentionally, right? Because you're sending them to your product page or your collection page. You don't always have to send them to your homepage, because you want to actually send them to somewhere that you want them to buy. So not giving them too many options is also a good idea. So I'll show you about the product page in the themes, where you can literally create a different product page. Can you create a different? No, you can't create. You can create different product pages. So what I've done is, and this is what I'm doing with, so I've been really playing around with industrial because she's my newest client. So I'm playing around with her website. And this is where the 2.0 comes in. So when I'm looking at my product page, you see here, I've created a template for my books. I've also created a template for actually my videos. I need to show you this. So no, this doesn't work. Never mind. I just have a page. I was testing out if I can put my videos onto a product page, but that didn't work. But I've got my bootcamp page, right? So I've literally created a landing page of my bootcamp. I've added some text at the top. I've added my product. I've added, it's a countdown timer. I'm so excited about this. And then I've added, hey, this is what you're getting, blah, blah, blah. Here's a free gift, blah, blah, blah. In industrial, what actually, I did a little bit of that with Miss Hug Patrol. See, I'm sure I've shown you this industrial farm code. In industrial, what I've done is created just a little bit more information about here, right? And this is what you need to add. You need to add those special things. So if you're looking at this, my product page, and again, you know, a free theme is a lot more basic than you don't have as much choice. Maybe not, you know. I mean, here I can change my product information, which is fabulous. But I've also added, you may also like. Then I've added why it works. I've added how to use marula oil, and then I've added this thing, which is normally I add this as logos, but I don't have logos in here. Then I've had my frequently asked questions all on my product page, right? So this is what I've done. Yes, I've done it for her as well. So general FAQ, what are these things? FAQ questions and answers on the product page. And then, as you may like, that everybody's expecting, right? But also a little bit about who you are. Add that to the product page, because if you're sending them to the product page, you want to make sure that they know who you are. You don't want them hopping around on your website. You want them to buy. You make them, you want them to buy. That's it, right? So if we come in the product page, we have added, actually, this is quite good. She's added some more stuff. We've added what it is. We've added Made in America. I didn't add that. And we did add the filling, right? You did change a couple of things. This is good, right? So adding more information. What I would do is also add who you are, right? Just a little excerpt, like it's about. I love this image here. This one here is really, really cool, right? I'm sure we have an image somewhere else. Maybe on the home page. Because on literally every page you want to make this one. Isn't that cool? So add that to your product pages, because because this talks a little bit about you as well. And then create, oh, look at all these things. And then create your, you know, all your other pages that will benefit your customers to shop as well. So what I'm doing, actually, and I've done it, I think we did it with, did we add product pages? Product pages. Let's look at the product pages. So as I'm saying for Kelly, you can add more information on and create different pages. So for instance, you have a default page, right? So what if you create a page and you said face care, this is your face care page, right? I'm just going to call it face care page. Then you can create a complete different theme for your product page. You can now add, I don't know, a video, another video, or you can add, let's see here.
Yes, show me how to do video, because I have one to load today.
Oh,
And do we have to optimize it to a certain size?
No, you can add it. You can add it automatically. It depends on what you want to add. Here, add section, right? So we have a section here.
Do I
and
have
we
a
have
video
it.
section?
Yeah, you see here. But this video is different to the one, you see, this is a feature video. So you can literally add a feature video to your
Homepage?
well, you can add it to your product page or your home page, any page.
Or
Right.
both?
Both, yes, yes.
Cool.
Because here's the thing is that people actually, you know, so Google looks at our visitors and they go, oh, these people are hopping in and out. This is obviously not a good page for customers. If you have a video on the page, then they stay longer on the page because people watch videos longer, right? So you can literally have a video on here about your face care, right? Let me see here. And then again, you can add, I mean, you can literally add anything to your product page. As I said, I've added 3 different sections in here, and I'm still working on, so I've added, and you know, the free theme is a little bit different to a paid theme. I've just added how to actually look at how to use the product with different things, right? So adding images, just making it a little bit more interesting. I've added the description of what's in the oils here, with the image, and you can literally do the same thing. So think of it as a landing page, your product page, and then you can add more things to your landing page. So if you have, let me see here, if you have a FAQ, do you have a FAQ? We don't always have a FAQ, right? Here we go, have an FAQ, right? So you can add a little bit more about, and I'm going to save this because this page is not allocated anyway. You can add your FAQ for, you know, shipping, or you can add for face care. Reiterate the information you have on the page already at the bottom of the page. You know, like I did with this. You know, just questions that people are asking about, hey, how long does my order take? Do you offer military discounts? I thought that was brilliant. International sales and shipping. Well, I added this, but, and then I'll hop over, I gave a link, and then I'll hop over to the shipping page. So you can do exactly the same thing with whatever you're adding to that product page. Just remember, the product page is really a landing page. So if I've added, what's this one? Course template. Oh, this is my books. So I'm going to add a totally different page for my books than what I have for my courses. And it's the same thing that you can do, with yours. Okay, so go in there and then add a template. And then what you have to do is you literally have to go back to your product page, right? And connect your product page, connect that template to the product page. The same thing that we used to do in pages. So you can create different pages with different themes, with different looks in your themes. Does it make sense? Right? And the same thing with your pages, right? You can create different pages. So now they used to have all these things for just extra different pages, but now you can literally create your own detailed pages in here. So it's not just a page, you can add different blocks. Okay, so this is a detailed page. So what I would do here, this is your about page, right? So what I would do here is I would create an about page. And then I'll add, because I coded that in for Donna, you can add different sections. You can close that out. You can add different sections in here that make it so much neater than the coding that I did, right? So you can actually go in and change your about page exactly the way you want it. And that's exactly what I did for my about page as well. Let's look here. And this all adds to the SEO. The more information you have, the better it is for your customers and for SEO. So if I'm looking at let's look at my about page, about Veronica Jeans. So I've got a page template. I've got a newsletter right here at the top. I've got image with text. I've got I've got this page because there's a video. I didn't like the big video, so I actually added this to my page and then imported the page in here. I've got another image with text. I've got another page. I've got image with text. I've got some more image with text, and I've got featured collections. So you can see I've added a lot of information in here. And then also a good tip is to add what I'm doing with Invisible is I'm adding a sign up for our newsletter for every page. So when you're looking at the template that I've got, okay, is, let's see here, product pages, not on my product page, by the way, but on my template, I've got about, yeah. So I've added different sections in here. So I added that as rich text. I've added this as a quote. I've added this a little bit as a page. I've changed that. Then I've added this in the middle, and I've added a little bit more to his story, which is also on a page. I've added this as a image with text. And then I have get in touch on here as well, which wonder if there's a better get in touch. So as I said, add as much information to each page. Each page should have a, gotta get rid of this. Each page should have a CTA, right? What do you want your customers to do? Once they've read the information, now what you want them to do. Okay, so I've got contact form in here. Oh. Okay, so obviously I haven't changed it yet. So if I was adding, let's see if I add a template, new about page, what will happen? I don't want that. So if I added, see, this is the old about page. So I can't add a lot to it, right? But if I have a new page in the 2.0, new about page, check this out. Now I have all these options. I didn't know this, by the way. So now I can add my custom HTML. I can add, see, a logo list, right? Because we are in several magazines. You can add a video, which is fabulous. I don't know if we have a video. You can add a contact form or a newsletter, which I couldn't do before. I could only add that contact. So I can add a newsletter in on the about page, and I can add some featured promotions. You can add a gallery. So that gives you more options to add more interesting things to the about page. Because remember, the about page is important because people get to know us about our about page. And update the about page all the time. Add more stuff to it, you know, because I'm sure there's things happening in your life. Talk to people because that's what they want. They want your stories and they want to know who you are and what are you doing, right? So try and get in there and say, hey, you know, so for instance, who are you? Who are you? Miss Hug Patrol. Okay. So this type of thing, you know, put it on your about page as well, because people will sometimes just land on your about page. First, they want to get to know you before they go somewhere else. So maybe adding this to your about page is a good idea, right? And then the blogs. Let's look at the blogs. Boom, boom, boom. Let me change the blogs. So that's the pages. Collection pages. You can add, you have your default collection. You can add a sidebar. Did we add a sidebar to missing? Do you have a sidebar in yours? Collections. Yes, we have a sidebar in Donna's. So actually you can add a sidebar, right? So I would add the America woman in here, the filters. What filters are there? Let's add some more filters. You can add page, you can add a menu. Maybe a good idea is to add your different puzzles on here, right? Choose your puzzle size. Choose your puzzle size. Let's see what it looks like. And then move it to the top.
That's a great idea. So
Right?
they can just right there,
Yeah.
really quick, pick their puzzle size.
Yeah,
Don't have to go anywhere else.
especially on the collection page, right? This is still where they're shopping around and they're looking around. And then you can also leave the price, which is a new thing for Shopify as well. And then adding stuff to the bottom. Let's see what we have here. Adding a page, shoppable Instagram. So you don't always have a lot of, and also you can add some of your, let's see here, some of your widgets as well. If you have a widget that you can add in there. So you can just drag it in there. So yeah, you know, adding more information, then adding that little page. Let's look here. There is a page I want to add. Add a block. Page. Is it a page, the American thing? Create a page. America. Made America. Hello. So important, right? Remind them, hey, we made in America. We're not from China. So adding that as well. And then, okay, let's have a look here. Default collection, then blogs, blog posts, and then, okay, the cart you can change as well. Your cart is empty. We know that. So you can add, again, you know, you are a little bit restricted to add stuff in there, but you could add some featured products in there. Check that out, right? You can allocate some products in there. Oof, that's pretty big. Looks a little bit too big for me. I don't know why that is. That looks odd. Let's add another section. So if you had a message, you could add that page. You know, when you're talking about, don't add too much to the add to cart because you want them to actually buy. Then we can go to checkout. Let's see checkout. Come on. Checkout. And we can't edit anything on checkout except, nope, except if we go to themes. Let's check it. Oh, theme settings. That's right. Let's go to theme settings, checkout. So here you add your logo. You can add a background image the way I did here, and I only did it because let me close some images here. I've added a backup Artistic Africa because I want to reiterate the African theme. So I added, and then also for instance, what's his name? Mystic Not Work. He added a different color to the actual right-hand side to the checkout page. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It actually looks quite good. I would have said no. Let's see here, checkout page, come on. Okay, so if you're looking at the checkout page, then I've got that little banner at the top here. And that's all I've changed. And I think that's all you can change. And then a custom logo, and you can have a position where your logo is. You can have different, you can change your colors. I like to keep it white only because it looks really cool, doesn't it? But I just like to keep it white because then you have to start changing all the colors, the text colors and everything, which is sometimes a pain. And then obviously your colors for your accents and your checkout. So again, you can change all these things, which is really cool. Let's see if I can change anything in here. No. So the most of the things you can't change in checkout unless you have, if you have an app, apparently you can add an app. Oh, I've got some fabulous news. Okay. Custom checkout. I wouldn't mess with that too much, right? Anyway, so you can make it a little bit more interesting if you're looking on checkout on the next page. And you can't see both pages in here. Yeah, so you can what's his name? Mystic Not Work. He's made this blue, and it looks pretty cool. Different colors, so people know there are two different sides to the checkout. But having it plain, I think people are used to Amazon, and plain is pretty good. And then on mobile, it looks cool as well. So don't change too much with your checkout. So play around with your pages. Oh, and then also the blogs. Default blog. I haven't done a lot here, but what I've done in my default blogs, I've added a sidebar. So you think it's really strange. I'm adding my bio in my blog, but people go from social straight to your blog. So remind them who you are. So adding this little, what is this? This is just a little, that's a page actually. So I actually literally created a little information on a page. Okay, so this little information on the page. Let me see if I'm right. And so what I did is I said, hey, actually no, all of this goes into the right, into a smaller, so I didn't have to maneuver it. And then I've added, this is also a page, get started today. So if you can see here, that's an advertising, because obviously I'm advertising Shopify. This is what I did. You see that? So if you have affiliate things that you are selling, add them to your, no, go away. And then I've got my recent articles I've added in here. And then I've added what else in here? No, wave video, another ad. I think that's all you can do in here. I can add another section, page, no, can't. And then what I've done is, let's have a look at blog posts, blogs. This is your main page to your blog. Then I've got my blog post. Let me see what I added. I'm still playing around with this. Again, you know, I've added all this stuff on the sidebar because, hey, you know, people come straight to your main blog and they want to see. I'm still messing around with the bio because that's moved. And I've added social media feed. I'm playing around with that, so you can add an app. Let's see a section. What else can I add here? Nothing. Oh, so I can add some of these, right? I have a forms, so I can add some of my apps in there. Okay, then the footer, right? Again, you know, you have your footer, you have your, I've got a sub footer, which is this one here at the bottom. Should take that out. I have my payment things should actually change my language selector, my country selector, because I know people are shopping from, and you have your social that you can add in there. So I've got my social icon. I've added 1, 2, 3, and this is a page to my footer. You see here, you can add 4 blocks. So I've added 4 different menus, right? And this is a page. So you can literally add some information about yourself, about who you are. Let's see here. Put done anything with them? No. So it depends on your theme, right? It depends on your theme. So Donna's got awesome. Go to home page again. So you should add all, see here she's added, we made in America, a little bit about her. So on her footer, let's see what's on her footer. Header, footer. So let me see here. Okay, show payment methods. Ooh, that wasn't that should go on there. A little bit what she is this is text. So she added a little bit text. Here's one menu, here's another menu, and this is her legal menu. So totally different information just about the company that you want to give your customers, company information and legal stuff. So this is awesome. So if you are adding this in your, okay, I don't want to go out here. If you're adding this to your lead page, you add different menus in your menu bar. So I've got information, I've got education services, I've got a course menu. So you can literally add different menus under your navigation. And then these are my top, this is my main menu. So if you can see my, show you my page. See, I've got also, same as Donna, I've got three different menus, and then I've got my text that I added in there. So add a little bit more information to your home page and to every page, including your footer. Okay, questions? I try to go a little bit slower today.
Thank you.
So yeah, so I mean, but because there is a lot of information. So
I
what
have a question.
yes.
Okay, under themes, the little app embeds.
Yes.
Can you go to your app embeds? Because mine are, okay. No, app embeds, the one over here to the left.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Yes.
Should
Yes.
I enable these other two? And what is that really?
This is Yotpo loyalty rewards. Let's have a look. Module loader, SDK loader. Probably if you have Yotpo, you've got Yotpo loyalty rewards.
Right.
Yeah, then that
That's what
should
I
be.
thought. So if
And
I,
this is SEO, and let me just have a look at mine. SEO Ant is the app that. Okay, mine's not even.
Yeah, that's my
SEO,
question.
Okay,
Why
I
are
mean,
they not?
it's because you are in control of it.
Okay,
Some of them will be automatically open, some of them won't. Right? So I mean, this won't harm your theme at all if you open it up. Just be careful what you are opening. I'm not doing Tsunami and Tsunami. Obviously, I've got 10 million apps, so not all my apps are in here. So you've got to really literally view your apps to see what you're using. Let me have a look here at my apps. And if they're fact, see, I've got thousands of apps. So not everything works with the theme in your app, right? So it'll probably tell you, let's have a look here. It'll probably tell you if you need to update it and your actual app. If you go into your app, will tell you whether you need to log in, whether you need to actually update the app or not. So go through it. Oh, the one other thing I was going to tell you is go make sure that your sales are also all connected, like Pinterest and Facebook. These things change all the time. The new thing happening, right, which we are, and I want you guys to sign up for this. Shopify magic. Okay. So this is AI on Shopify that's going to be in our description. Check this out. So there's going to be auto right here. This looks a lot like this little guy, WordTune. So it might be WordTune that will help you rewrite your product descriptions. I don't know when that's going live. I actually saw
that's a cool feature.
Yeah. I am. Hang on. I'm going to put this in the chat. So please sign up. Okay. So they will let you know when it happens. So that is going to be super cool. Okay, Shannon. Is it better to have a theme with a simpler, the better? Yes, Shannon. Especially in the beginning, right? And you know, if you're practicing and everything, but you know, and it also depends on your customer, because your customer sometimes has money or does not, right? So you allocate whatever they need. I mean, I've just taken a free theme, but I've got so many. I've got my paid theme here, and I've got a free theme in this, and that's all I need right now because I've got 1 or 2 products. But most of the time you can get away with a free theme now. I would not have done this a year ago. It's changed so much that I am quite happy just to go with a free theme. Say it fast. So yes. Any other questions? Oh, it's Friday. Any other questions? No? Come on, Will, you always have questions.
I was actually fiddling with it while you were talking, and I made
yeah.
some adjustments based on your teachings,
Yeah.
and it actually worked. So one of the features I noticed is it has an adjust to height feature on the mobile
Yes.
side.
Yes.
So I had it at it was at
Yes.
a fixed or full width, which was not adequate for the mobile viewing.
Okay, let's
So
have a look here.
in the section height.
Yes. Are you on a free theme?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. So the free theme, if a paid theme doesn't have it, it does it automatically. So let's have a look here. Product information. What's this here? Homepage. Banner image. Let's look here. Adapt section height, first image size.
So
Yeah,
at first it was at I think it was set at medium,
yes,
and then I went up to the top and chose adapt to image,
yes,
and that fixed the problem of the oversize,
yes,
the distortion, like the
yes.
overlap basically on
Yeah.
the mobile side.
Yeah, let's have a look in here. So desktop height, yeah, here's, oh, Donna, desktop height of image small on mobile. So you can control to a certain extent. So yeah, have a look. I mean, there is just always so much information. Go through this with a fine tooth comb. I love this. With a fine tooth comb to adjust to things. But again, everything is done in the back end because did I stop? I stopped sharing. Everything's done in the back end.
Hmm.
Let me show Donna quickly here. In the coding. So, it depends on how much coding they do. Donna. So you have here mobile height and desktop height. And also one other tip, don't make your text too small because people need to read it. So 12 and up, I would recommend. And again, test it on mobile, see if you can actually read it, right? So if you're looking at your text, this is cool. You can read it on mobile. And then, there's, how much do you allocate it to mobile and how much do you allocate to the website? It is, just have to do what you have to do. Anyway, what I would like you guys to do as homework this weekend is create your about page and add those extra things. So create a template and then add those extra things. And then Monday we can see what you've done.
Okay. Well, there was some distortion with the full screen now. Like it offsets the full screen and makes it where it cuts off the banner at the bottom.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
even though I fixed